At fullback, Paul Wellens. The three-quarters then, Darren Albert, Lee Gilmore, Willie Talau and Dom Fianati. The halves, Jason Hooper and Sean Long. The forward pack was named as Nick Fozzard and Keith Mason at prop, Kieran Cunningham at hooker. In the second row, Chris Joint alongside their skipper Paul Sculthorpe and Mickey Hyam at the back of the scrum. The subs then for St Helens, Adi Gardner, Mark Edmonton, John Wilkin and Maury Farsavalu, coached, as we've said, by Ian Millwood.
Now here's Gary Connolly. Connolly, oh, little show of the ball, but he's lost it, and it's picked up by Cunningham. Just tried too much there, Connolly, and Cunningham gets away.
Well, one thing that's impressed me with St Helens this year is the transition from defence to attack, quicker than any other side I've seen. It's helped them, and they'll look to go maybe wide. Maybe the chance has gone there now.
Russell Smith saying that one went backwards off Dom Fianati. Here goes Hyam now. Sniping run from Mickey Hyam. They're about 11 metres out now as St Helens. Cunningham, Sculthorpe, Long out wide. Short ball to Talau. Talau shrugs off one challenge, off two. He's still going, Willie Talau. Great run from the Saints centre. Once more the pressure coming from Saints on this Leeds line. Sculthorpe this time, man out wide. And they're held up just short, Darren Albert.
Saints wanting to go quickly, it's off with Sculthorpe. St Helens do know that the key for them really is the speed of the game. It's the speed of the play of the ball, it's the ability to restart play quickly, as we've just seen. Maybe catch the opponents offside.
Hyam, Fozzard, Diskin and Adamson up there to meet him. Now here's Gilmore, scorer of a great try in the amazing Challenge Cup victory in the last round against the holders Bradford, and the penalty goes against Leeds. So 10 goals to his name already in this 2004 season for Sean Long, and here an opportunity for the first points of this Challenge Cup fifth round tie for his St Helens side. They're ahead by 2 points to nil. Side that Saints 40. Diskin down the short side. Maguire did well to take that. Now Senior is away. Senior has Marcus By outside him. Support inside him from Danny Maguire. And Maguire really against the run of play gets Leeds off the mark. No signal from the referee, so Wellens finds Willie Talau, and Talau almost through. It needed Burrow to cling on desperately for the tackle. Long now. Long. Numbers for Saints. Hyam is one of them, and Hyam gets the try under the post to level the scores. Clinical finish from St Helens there.
Well, again, we've seen from a goal line...
I beg your pardon. Let's bring it back for a forward pass.
Quick thinking from Mickey Hyam. He knows when the markers aren't in the correct position, and he can take advantage of winning a penalty or exploiting the hole behind the play of the ball.
Leeds not standing square, concede the penalty, and now Saints with another opportunity. They were denied last time by that Russell Smith decision to call a forward pass. What can they come up with this time? They're about 10 metres out. Long. Here is Sculthorpe. Joint the dummy runner. Wellens all the way! A crucial tackle up one end of the field. A try up the other end, and no doubt about that one for St Helens, and Wellens again an outstanding contributor to this Saints effort.
As it's moved wide, first through Long and then into Sculthorpe, you can just tell he's so good at reading a situation, his vision on hitting the right play in the right hole, better than many others, and he found Paul Wellens, who was able then really, with Maguire on the back foot, to just get through with a bit of strength. Takes it in his hands, reads the defence, waits the time, just commits the man, puts the ball behind Hooper again, and Wellens is too strong for Maguire to get over and get St Helens back level on the scoreboard.
It's a trickier one, but favouring his left foot. And Long has struck that one perfectly. And Saints go back in front by 8 points to 6. Leeds on that Saints 10-metre line. Now then, Sinfield puts a little grubber kick in, and Wellens is across, and Wellens has lost it. And Ryan Bailey has picked up the loose ball, and that could be a first ever try for Leeds for Ryan Bailey. side like Saints in that sort of position.
No, you don't. Especially when you've scored some points, you want to get to the last tackle and end up with the ball in your opponent's half, not in Paul Wellens' hands, 25 metres from your own try line.
Now in the hands of Joint, now in the hands of John Wilkin. Cunningham, here is Edmondson. Straight up the middle from Edmondson. We're about 8 metres out now. Long. Talau. Leeds managing to keep Saints at bay at the moment. Here's Mason, and Sculthorpe goes on his own. And Leeds right on their own try line now. Cunningham, does he fancy his chances? No, it's with Long. They have men out wide here if they can get it to Hooper. Hooper, Fanati, he'll get the try. Dom Fanati.
Puts the pineapple and has a drink.
Coconut, surely.
Sorry.
Saints were queuing up for that one.
Just look at the number of Leeds defenders though, expecting a short player, using it's a pass from Cunningham. Just show the skill they've got, the diversity of scoring options by moving it quickly from left-hand side of the field to the right. Some good skill here. You can see Keith Senior getting off his line quickly. That's the threat that so often Saints go with. Wilkin took the ball in well, and a good left to right pass to Hooper, who just fed it onto Fanati for a try.
Picks up and goes, but runs straight into the midriff of Paul Sculthorpe. That possibly lost him a bit of momentum. Sculthorpe now. Here is Gilmore. McDermott with the big hit. Gilmore doing well. Leeds managing just to slow things down there a bit. Long fires the ball out for Hooper. Joint signals Fanati to come inside him, and now here is the Samoan. Fanati bundles over David Furner. A roar from the crowd every time this big Samoan winger gets the ball. Long. Sculthorpe now as they come the other direction. Here is Willie Talau. Talau! Wellens will get his second! Delight for the Saints fullback, and copybook stuff from Ian Millward's side.
Eventually there was a gap in the Rhinos' defence, but it took a while to get there, and they were patient in the build-up to it. Sculthorpe's pass then, he hits Talau, a bit of footwork, it's a show and go really from Wellens, and it's enough to get him over the line. Good play here from Talau, just holds the ball momentarily, just does enough to commit Walker to him. Then there's a 2v1 situation. Wellens pumps the pass, knows that Burrow will have to go low on him, and he'll have the ability and be close enough to get over for another try. The players will say that one of the reasons they've started the season so well is the good work that Apollo Perolini's done as the conditioner. Training very hard in the off-season, and they feel like they're in good shape. They'll be in better shape here now with this penalty.
Sunshine down Knowsley Road and just gently lifts that one between the uprights. It gives St Helens their biggest advantage that they've had so far in this contest. They're ahead by 18 points to 14, and Ian Millward down on the sidelines. And Saints looking really to maybe run Leeds off their feet. Wellens almost away there. It's a good tackle from Diskin, but Diskin's hurt in the process. Meanwhile, play continues with Hooper down that right-hand side, then the crossfield kick, and nobody on the same wavelength for St Helens.
When Sculthorpe had the ball, he's so strong close to the line. The spy's been very important for Leeds today. Some runs when they've needed to get going forward.
There's Danny Ward, Connolly, Walker, and now here's Calderwood, and Calderwood, a first opportunity for him to show his pace. Wellens is beaten, but back comes Long. The ball for Burrow. Wellens gets a hold of him. And really, Saints just scrambling to defend there, and they've managed to defuse the first situation, but Leeds come at them out wide now. Adamson, Maguire, that touched the Saints' hand, did it? It went backwards. The referee hasn't wiped the tackle count clean, but it's with Connolly now. Calderwood, and Cunningham gets a hold of him. And again, great defence by this Saints side. It's on the last. Connolly puts a kick in, but that's going nowhere, and it'll be the turnover. So again, Saints weather the storm. Joint ducks under the challenge from Wayne McDonald. Good job he did duck. Long. tackled by Danny Ward. Hyam scoots, Cunningham on his shoulder, and Cunningham is through. He just needs a man in support. It's Edmondson, and Edmondson did well to cling onto that one with his thigh, I think it was, but golden opportunity for Saints here now. Oh, and they've bombed it.
Just gets outside, there's a little shimmy. There's a sense amongst the crowd here now that St Helens are going to be the ones to score next.
10 minutes to go. Saints ahead by 18 points to 14 against last season's beaten Challenge Cup finalists, the Leeds Rhinos. John Wilkin, and Saints just inside the Leeds 20. Cunningham, Sculthorpe now. Sculthorpe fires the ball out wide to Wellens. Hooper, Fanati, might he get a second? Well, I don't know about that.
Keith Senior comes across and hits him. There's an ankle tap firstly, then he's hit on the head. His body twists and turns. I think his leg hit. No, it won't be a try, Bill.
As expected, maintains a level of nervousness. Just 4 points in it. Messi played the ball from McDermott, and Messi play generally from Leeds, and it's allowed Willie Talau to get what could be the try that seals this Challenge Cup tie. And what an error from Leeds, and punished in the most clinical way by St Helens.
Playing accurately when you're tired and twisting and turning. By McDermott, can't quite do it. He kicks it to the side. And eventually, again, we've talked about the transition. They go from defence to attack quicker than any other side. Talau scores a try that I felt had been coming for a few minutes from St Helens. They've wanted to do that. In the position they've wanted to give them the ball with defenders set ready.
And Saints looking for more points to really wrap this one up now. And another try certainly would do that. Long will go for 1 point. It's charged down, and Duneman, no, Long has got the ball. Well, the artful dodger there. Now then, what will Russell Smith give there? A real scramble as that ball ricocheted and then was picked up, I think, by Cunningham, but in fact knocked on at some point.
Back you go. Back you go.
And at the end of it all, the penalty goes to Leeds. I'm not sure.
Although a double
They won that 30-20. What they wouldn't give for a finish like that now. It needs something from Senior, and Senior is away. Wellens, can he bring him down? Well, he can't, and now it's with Marcus By. Saints scrambling back. Oh, and Albert is there, just in the right position to take that lobbed pass, and now they could turn defence into attack. Gardner getting away, puts the kick in. That's too strong, and it's out of play. And Saints will go through to the quarter-finals. And Ian Millwood is telling his players right until the final seconds of the game not to switch off. It's been a fantastic second half effort from Saints.
Yeah, you would have to say somehow he's turned it around, Ian Millwood, from half-time. The hoot has gone.
And Ian Millwood's men have triumphed. Saints go through. Leeds Rhinos, beaten in last year's final, go out. Final score at Knowsley Road, one for the Saints fans to celebrate. St Helens 24, Leeds 14.